The man threw a pile of hay into the sheep pen, unaware that a packet of rat poison was mixed in with the hay. As a result, the sheep ate the poison completely. The next day, the man's son was getting married. He slaughtered all the sheep to serve as food for the guests. No one expected that the pot of sheep soup was actually poisoned. When the villagers eagerly awaited the soup to be served, a dog raised by one of the village bachelors suddenly started barking wildly at the pot of soup. Because the dog's barking disturbed the guest's mood, the hostess walked up to the bachelor and scolded him, telling him to take the dog away immediately. The bachelor felt sorry. He immediately tried to calm the dog down, but the dog continued to stare intently at the pot of soup. The bachelor immediately realized that something was wrong with the soup. He publicly warned everyone that the soup was poisoned. The couple didn't take it well. After all, they had raised the sheep themselves, so there couldn't possibly be poison in the meat. Even the guests thought the bachelor was just causing trouble. They urged him to take the dog home. The bachelor insisted that his dog was very intelligent and would never bark without reason. He insisted that there was something wrong with the soup, but no one believed him. Everyone eagerly looked forward to eating the soup. The bachelor helplessly watched as the man served the soup. Suddenly, the dog broke free from its leash. It quickly rushed forward and bit the man's pants leg. When the soup spilled onto the ground, everyone jumped up in shock, saying the soup had been wasted in scolding the dog for biting the man. The bachelor immediately went to grab the dog and apologized to everyone, but by then, the man was completely enraged. He grabbed a knife and threatened the bachelor to take the dog away. The bachelor could tell that the dog was very anxious. He was certain that the soup was poisoned, and urged everyone again not to drink it. Still, no one believed the bachelor and the dog. They even mocked him, saying that he had never married because of his dog. They didn't know that his bond with the dog was deeper than any relationship between people. As long as the dog was by his side, he felt happy. Moreover, his dog was very intelligent. When he noticed wild dogs bullying a little girl, all he had to do was give a command, and the dog would rush over and drive the wild dogs away. But this kind act was met with reproach from the villagers. The girl's mother insisted that it was his dog bullying her daughter, without giving him any chance to explain. Even late at night, when a thief came to the village, the dog sensed the disturbance. It immediately started barking, scaring the thief away. But its barking was so loud that it woke up the neighbors. They blamed him for raising such a troublesome dog. If it wasn't for the dog, their houses would have been raided by thieves. When the thief failed to steal anything, out of revenge, he threw rat poison into the yard, intending to kill the dog. By accident, the rat poison fell into the man's haystack next door, and the man ended up feeding the poisoned hay to the sheep. This led to the dog barking at the soup earlier, but still, no one believed him. The groom thought the dog was ruining his wedding, and publicly insulted the bachelor and the dog. The guests guessed that the bachelor couldn't get a wife, and, out of jealousy, was deliberately causing trouble with his dog. Seeing everyone pointing fingers at him, they even suggested throwing him and the dog out. He defended himself, saying that his dog would never lie. He begged everyone to check if the soup was poisoned. The groom, embarrassed and angry, grabbed a shovel and tried to force the bachelor to leave. In an effort to prove they weren't lying, the dog ate the poisoned soup. It wasn't until this moment that everyone realized the soup was indeed poisoned, but the couple dismissed it, claiming the dog was just sick from the start.